good YouTube? It's your boy Weezy_Geraldo. So this is a vlog about my life in Gambia. So I'm gonna show you around, and actually Gambia is a very beautiful place. It has cool places, it has a cool weather, great food, great people, and beautiful girls. If you ever want to tour around Africa or West Africa, please make it a must to visit Gambia, because it's a 9.5 out of 10. So please make sure you like, subscribe, comment, share, follow, show some love, show some support. So after my mom picked me up from the airport, we went straight to a restaurant to meet up the rest of the family. We had fun and stuff like that. After, we went to a karaoke bar where we went to sing, we went to dance, and people played a lot of beautiful music. We all had fun, From there, I had to sing a song I had no idea about, but then it was cool. It was interesting and all that. Later, we went to another bar where we had rum, hard alcohol. That's in Gambia they call it sambuca. It's very high. It's very cool. It's almost like tequila. And the second day, which was day 2, we went to Thegambia, and that's like the most interesting part of Gambia. I decided to have a local Gambian food, and it was actually very delicious. And later, I took a walk around some places in Thegambia. I saw some beautiful ladies, bro. Damn, but you know what I'm saying? I had to keep my cool, I didn't want to rush things. Anyway, so later I went to another bar. I bought some drinks, and I just cooled off a bit. After cooling off a bit, I went to meet the rest of the family where we had fun again. And later that evening, Benjamin came along and we had some shots of tequila. It was interesting. Benjamin was actually halfway drunk. He was in his 3 senses, not in his 5 senses.
I have my sense, okay? The first time we need to take this one too, right? This one is very hot. This one is very hot. So I have my sense, I can go off.
Day 3, the sun was actually scorching and the place was hot, so I decided to go swim a bit. So after swimming, I went back home to take a warm bath, and then I had I think it's an Italian food. It's called lasagna, and it was delicious. Later that evening, we went to a bar with Benjamin and friends where we had fun, and Benjamin was playing pool, and he was also in his 4 senses by then. We both got drunk actually, and it was fun.
Okay, we can do some
beautiful girls all over the world.
Have you checked the star, right? Have you checked the star?
Yeah, I have actually.
What star said?
For my video. Fuck. Later we went home, and then I was a bit hungry, so I had to eat. And then this dog was trying to play stubborn. Sit. Sit down. Good girl. No, lie down. Okay, lie down.
The next day we went out to have some lunch at a place called The Village. It's closer to the mall, and we had to meet up family and friends and hang around. After eating, I took a walk around the place, and that's when I saw one beautiful Pekito with some big nyash. God, Gambian girls are fine. The next day we went out to the golf court to play some golf, but before that we had to take some coffee to start off, and we started. That was actually my first time playing golf, and it was interesting. I wish to play it sometime. After we came back from playing golf, we went to have some lunch, and Benjamin and I went to the mall to take some pictures and walk around. The next day we went to the museum, and we also got to see crocodiles and some monkeys, and I also learned a bit about Gambian history and all that. So after we left the museum, we saw some history of Gambia during the slave trade, their presidents and all that. We saw some monkeys on the way as well, and then a lot of crocodiles. I actually thought they were fake because their skin was so dried and carved that it looked like wood, until the caretaker was like, yo, that's real, back off. Some of them were wild, but I had to maintain my steez. After visiting the museum and the crocodile pond, we went out for some lunch and we ate. And later we went to another hotel to meet some family members where we hung out and chill. Later that same night, we went to a casino to gamble and have fun as well. And luckily, it was my lucky day. The next day, I was home alone, so I made some lasagna and I ate it. Later in the evening, we went out again with family and friends to hang out. The next day, we went on a fishing trip, and that was actually my very first time to fish. And we caught a lot of fish. It was interesting. Great experience. Later that night after fishing, I just had some burger and chips before I went to bed. The next day was one of my auntie's birthdays, so we went there to show some love and hang out with some family and friends. The next day we went to the market, Royal Albert Market, to buy some stuff for Christmas, and it was interesting as well. Later that night I decided to make some indomie since it was quick and that was literally the only thing I know how to cook. At least I tried. And on the next day, which is Christmas Day, we went out with family and friends again to a restaurant, hung out, chill, had fun and all that. It was very interesting. And on my last but one day, we went to a restaurant again with some other family and friends, had some food to eat. We took 5 shots of black sambuca, and that was how my day started. After we left the restaurant, my mom took me out for some driving lessons. So hopefully by next year, I'll be having my own car with my driving license. And finally, later that night, I had my first tattoo, and it was my mom's name. I always wanted to get a tattoo, and that's the tattoo artist. He's very, very good. And the next day I woke up, took some coffee, and I went to the airport because it was time for me to leave.